Welcome back, Maniacs. Today, as the title suggests, we'll be taking a look-see at the Keen Mechanical Tube mod. I have two different ones to show you. They come in there's like 5 or 6 or 7, whatever, different colors. I'll be showing you 3 of those today. And so this is what the packaging. I took the lid off already because it's a little easier to take it off camera. And so we have designed by Stan, TenaciousTX Vape, sorry about that. And then Timesvape, engineered for life. In case you didn't know, Timesvape is a Chinese company that makes mods. And TenaciousTX Vapes out of Texas, hence the TX, is the fellow who designed it. So kudos to him. We'll talk a little bit about Stan here in a little bit. I don't really have anything else to say about Timesvape other than if you're looking to get a mod made, you could surely pick a worse company. So the two that we're going to unbox here, I'm going to do a full unboxing of one just to show you how this is packaged, and it is insanely well packaged. This is as good as I have ever seen anything packaged. So let me zoom in here real quick. And so we'll start with this one. This is the brass one. So you've got a little cloth, user manual, which the user manual on this one I have no issue with. We have another vape from TenaciousTX that we'll be reviewing next, and I do have an issue with. So we'll take that off. So included in the box are these two doodads here. These are, in essence, beauty rings, and they change the side or the size of the top to allow for different sizes of RDAs. So you've got the 30 millimeter, 28 millimeter, and it comes installed with the 25. So you can use all 3 of them on there, and it's not going to look too janky. We've got an extra couple springs in here because this has 2 springs in the switch, which is pretty cool. You get these little doodads here. These are constant contact springs, and I love the fact that they put these in here. Let me see if I can get a better picture of them. I love the fact that they put these in here, but my number one question after taking it apart and looking at it was, how the hell do I get these in there? These things are very, very fragile. I mean, that's no joke. They are super duper fragile. So I'm not sure how you would replace them, but I'm not going to try until the time comes when I need to. And then we have our actual mod itself. So it comes with this sleeve, then a protective coating, and then boom, this is the brushed brass one. So now let me set all this junk to the side real quick, and let's just pull out the other one that we've got here. Whoops. And this one is the brushed copper. All right, so can I show these to you? So I guess we're at the bottom. Let's start at the bottom. So we have Be Tenacious, Timesvape, and then the Keen logo right there. I mean, very well done. You'll notice you have your little cutouts here, so this switch will not spin on you at all. This thing is where it's at is where it's at. If we go around here on the outside of it, we have Keen engraved in it. Now, I'm not in love with the name, but spoiler alert, I am in love with the mod. And then up here, designed in the USA, designs by Stan, and our number. What number is that one? Oh, I have some pretty close numbers here. That's pretty cool. All right, so the way that this top works here is you just unscrew this. And so you have a hybrid connection. Pay no attention to what's in there. We'll get there in a minute. So your different size rings. So this one obviously angles down, right? And so that angles down to a 25 millimeter. and then your other two will angle down to a 28 and to a 30. The 30 is basically flush because this is a 30 millimeter device. We have some vent holes at the top there. There's further venting down here at the bottom. So let's go ahead and take this apart and show you the bits and bobs. So switch, ring, then inside you have this adapter which adapts it to an 18650. I would highly recommend that you just pitch that and just use 21700s. So we've got very nice threading in there. We've got black, well, I don't know, I don't think you can tell right there. Let me get it up close here and see if we can't get in there and see. It's got a black lining on the inside of it, and that keeps you, in case you have any nicks or anything in your battery wrap, that'll keep you from having a hard short, which every single mod needs to come with that. Every single one. That is just absolutely fantastic. So that's it. This is it. Kaput's in the story. This is the body. All right. Then you have your breedy ring, which I showed you. Okay, now this switch here. I'm not going to take it apart. There's other reviewers who have taken this apart. Suffice it to say, if you have been using mech mods for any length of time whatsoever, taking this apart will provide you no difficulty whatsoever. This right here pushes down. That's for your battery adjustment. So you put it in there and make sure you don't have anything rattling around. To take it apart, you've got these two little notches right there. You just unscrew this, pull this out, then you'll unscrew another bit and take that out. It's got a little BB-like ball inside there that makes connection all the way around, very similar to some other mods that we've seen in the past. So let's put this back together. So once again, this is a review for a mech mod, and there's not a whole lot to really review on a mech mod except for the switch. There's really not. As you can tell, you take that out, take that 18650 thing out. This is a hybrid connection. Make sure your stuff is hybrid safe. Let me put this back in here because this one's not mine. All right, and it's very snug fit, and it's got that little line there. And boy, I tell you what, once you get it in, it's in there. It's not just going to fall out. So we kind of got a nice looking close up of the brushed copper, and this one is the brushed brass. And when we go back up top, we will look at the black copper one because that's the one that I use. But just while we're down here looking at it, it's very weighty. It has heft to it. You're not thinking this will not be mistaken for a cheap mod by any stretch. This feels well constructed. The threading, very nice, smooth as can be. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Do keep in mind that this is a 30 millimeter in diameter at the top, middle, and bottom. Whoops, top, middle, bottom. Yeah, I'm kind of special like that. So keep that in mind. So because this isn't, even though it uses a 21700 battery, it's not using the small form factor of the 21700. It's using the form factor of the 26650. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to switch up and do a little bit of talking to the camera. All right, so here we go. We are now vaping on the Keen. Let's take a rip, shall we? I am rocking the CCI Strife. Hold on. I've got this set to manual focus because the autofocus kind of sucks. So this is the Strife 28 on here. And you can see, if we look, it fits just perfect. right along the top there. No overhang, it just kind of flows right into it. And this is the black copper, so it's just got a little coating on the outside. The tube itself is copper, so that's what that one. It's got a kind of a matte finish. The regular black one has a shiny, super shiny finish. So hold on, we need another vape of that. That's honestly, come on, that's what we do here. Damn. Just damn. All right, so let's kibitz about this son of a bitch for a little while, okay? Overall, this is probably one of my most favorite mods I've used. Shit. In the last 3-4 years. I mean, the last mod that I truly fell in love with was this right here. This is the legendary from Sub-Ohm Innovations, I believe it is. Yeah, it's the Sub-Zero by Sub-Ohm Innovations. This, 18650, granted, but this is the hardest hidden mech I have in my collection, hands down, period, until today. So, what do I like about it? Well, what I like about it is it's designed very ergonomically, that it's comfortable in every way around. It hits just amazingly. It's just amazing how well, pardon me, burp, how well it hits is insane. So obviously, as you can see, it'll chuck a cloud. Like nobody's business. Okay, let me get back and zoom in a little bit because I'm a little closer. So what I like most about this is you've got this curve here, and I tell you what, let me grab another one because that's full of juice and I don't want to tip it over. So you've got this curve right here, and what it does, it allows you to put your hand right there so you can do this, or twist it and come up here and hit it like this. So it gives you two, and it's so super comfortable. It feels like kind of like brass knuckles. It just fits. I mean, boom, bam, you just tear somebody up with this son of a bitch. But it's just so comfortable to hold in the hand. And so it works, you know, however you want to hold it. I personally hold it like this at the bottom, but I know people who hold it a little higher up, choke up on it just a little bit more. So that is just fantastic. It just feels so good in the hand. But in addition to feeling good in the hand, it actually performs as it should. With a 21700, it is fantastic. It does remind me very, very much of using a 26650. And in the 30 millimeter form factor, that's my thing. If you've watched any of my videos over the last 4 years or however long, 5 years or however long I've been doing this, you know, I'm all about the big boys. I'm all about bigger. It's what I like. I don't like small, hence why I don't like fucking pod systems. I like bigger items, and this does it for me. I love my 26650 collection. I've got, what do I got there? 3, 6, 9, 10 regulars and 2 stacks of 26650s. And actually the very first boxes that I made were actually 26650s. Because I liked the battery power, you know, you have less sag, a little bit more punch up front. The downside has always been that it's big, but if you're one of those people who don't give a shit about that, then this is right up your alley. I really prefer the 21700s now. I was not really a huge fan of them at the beginning. I figured they were just kind of like temperature control, something that we don't want, didn't ask for, didn't need, but we're told that we did. And it turns out, no, we don't fucking need that shit. But the 21700s are actually, they're actually pretty good battery. I guess it depends on the one you choose. I've got the Samsung 30Ts in here, and they perform so well. I haven't used 18650s for my own personal usage in, oh shoot, probably about 4 or 5 months now. I've been using 21700s exclusively. It is just too damn good. It is just too damn good. So, oops. So, this is not a new mod. Okay. This thing's been out for over a year. But I just recently came across it. And because, you know, I've seen it on a couple different reviewers' channels after the fact. I don't watch these reviewers under normal circumstances. But the reviewers that I did watch, they didn't put this shit on there. So I had no clue that it even existed. So maybe you're the same way. Maybe you just haven't heard about this son of a bitch. Well, if you haven't, now you have. And if you are into powerful single battery tube mods that will support the 30 millimeter RDA, I can think of none better. None better. Bar down, this is hands down. This is it. This is as good, I believe, as you can get. There is not one single negative thing that I can say about this tube mod. Not a damn thing. It is simply amazing. I know, a little bit of a gush fest, but when you come across something that you really like, I mean, honestly, don't you just want to talk about it? You know what I mean? Let's talk about Timesvape. That is a company out of China that is just a manufacturer of mods. If you are somebody who has an idea for a mod, after using this and seeing this, I would not hesitate to reach out. You know what I mean? This Stan, TenaciousTX, had no idea who this dude was. And when I first when I first saw this mod, and I saw the whole, can you see it? Designed by Stan. I was like, you know, kind of narcissistic, but yeah, you know, if I design something, I'd want to stamp my name on it. I didn't find out that he was a YouTube reviewer until I started researching this mod. I had no clue. I don't know if that says, I mean, there's so many reviewers out there, how to keep up with everybody, obviously. But kudos to this dude. And I will be 100% honest. Before I started doing research on this, I had a little bit of a man crush on Stan there, because he designed something that was just totally amazing. And he designed something that fits what I like about vaping. And so I think that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? I kind of got a little man crush on him there, you know. But yeah, so he's a reviewer, or he has the YouTube channel. So if you want to find out more about him, by all means, head on over there and watch a few of his videos. But so what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up, because I've just about said all that can be said about this son of a bitch. If you're looking for a good, powerful, well-built, beautiful mech mod, then this is probably what you want, hands down. So this is the Keen by TenaciousTX Vapes. If you have any questions, throw something down there in the comments. There's not a whole lot to ask questions about, but thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Just kind of give you a little heads up. The next video we will be doing is the Dreamer by the same company. And the review on that one is going to be a lot different. We'll talk to you later.